everyone, this is your girl Stephanie Myers, and I'm doing a video today on my big chop. And it's not enough light in here. Let's see. What, baby? Yeah. Okay. First of all, I have been growing my hair out since December of 2016. I actually decided that I wanted to go natural. Now, keep in mind that there have been, the natural movement has been going on now for several years, more than 10 years. And I've jumped on the bandwagon of going natural, and then I jumped off the bandwagon because I just felt like this is just not for me. A lot of maintenance, and I just felt like, I felt like the nappy look isn't for everyone. Well, several years have gone by. I've actually started the journey twice in the past. I think 2008 was the first time I started the journey, and it was shortly lived. I believe around 6 months of into being natural, I just decided that I just did not want to do it. And the reason I went natural in the first place is because I just felt like, I felt like it was just instances where I just didn't take care of my hair when I had braids, and I was frustrated. And when I would take the braids out, I would look and see that my hair had grown substantially, and I would just cut the relaxed hair off. And just no real reason as to why I was going natural, no real basis for going natural. The second reason I went natural, I believe it was back in 2013. I was pregnant with my youngest son, and I decided that I just wanted to go natural then, because I felt like this is I really didn't want to put relaxers in my hair while I was pregnant. I just didn't want any chemicals or anything in the way of my pregnancy. I didn't want anything to hinder my pregnancy in any form or manner. So what I decided to do was go natural again. Well, when I had Truth, and I looked at my hair, it hadn't grown at all, seemingly. If it was actually shorter than this, maybe about the same length, maybe a little bit longer than this. But this is about 5 months of growth here. I was pregnant for 9 months, and it was only maybe just slightly longer than this, and I expected to have this big fro at the end of my pregnancy, and that just did not happen. So back again, I decided, hey, I'm gonna relax my hair and just go forth and put weave in it, or at that time I was just wearing a short cut. So let's fast forward up to today, October 2016. I began to do some research, and I began to I believe it was a lot going on with the Black Lives Matter movement, and being black in America, and a lot of that those issues and topics began to really hit home with me, and I began to realize that it had been a long time, maybe even never, that I actually wore my hair, not just in its natural state, but also it's been a long time since I had worn just my hair without having some type of weave or extension in it. So with that, I began to really think about who I was as a black woman in America, and how America has viewed us as black women. And I believe that we have been mentally trained, or maybe even brainwashed to believe that the straight hair is the better hair, or the weave, and the different textures of weave, and never really embracing who we are as black women. And dwelling on those issues, I actually decided that this time I wanted to go natural, not because of the natural hair movement, not because my hair was damaged, but because for once in my life I wanted to stand tall and be who I am, not who people expect me to be or society expect me to be, but the black woman that I am, the woman that God created me to be. And I began to think about the texture of hair of ethnic people, and I began to even read the Bible. The Bible says that Jesus had hair of lamb wool. kind of looks like lamb wool a little bit to me. So with that being said, I began to say, you know what, if it's good enough for Jesus, Mommy, then it's good enough for me. So Mommy, I have again started, but now my natural hair movement is not merely based on just society and what everybody else is doing, but it's based on who I am on the inside. When I was in school, cosmetology school years ago, I graduated in 2015, and I remember the classroom, and we were doing hairstyles, and there were some of our black brothers coming in to get their haircuts, and I would literally run because I was getting my hair washed, because we did have to do services on each other. I was getting my hair washed, and I remember running, and when a black guy came in, because I didn't want him to see my hair, that I didn't have weave in it, and my instructor was like, "What's the problem?" And I said, "No, I can't let him see me like this." And she said, "See you like what?" I said, "With my hair." She said, "So you never wear your hair?" And I said, "No." And she said, so what about your husband? Has your husband ever seen your hair?" I said, "I don't show my husband, my boyfriends, I don't show them my hair. I always keep my hair in some type of weave, some type of extension." She thought that was strange, but at the time I didn't feel like it was so strange. I felt like this is just who we are. This is our culture. This is what black women do. We wear weave. We wear this thing. And it's nothing wrong with the weave, and it's nothing wrong with the extensions. But what I realized was that I was hiding behind everyone else's idea, maybe not everybody's idea, but maybe the majority of American society's idea of what it meant to be beautiful. And it was to have long, straight, or long, curly, or long, wavy hair, in which I did not have. And so at that point, I began to really think back on just different issues. I think back on now the different issues and stuff that I've dealt with, over my entire life, and how I accepted everybody else's definition of beautiful, everybody but God's. And I realize now that this is the way God made me, and I believe He made me beautiful. And if I can show you my curls here, I have actually 4C. Okay, wait a minute. Okay. I see that I actually have a 4C curl pattern, if you can see it here. And listen, guys, I was even a bit at first excited about my hair, and then when I realized I had a 4C pattern, that it's the most it requires the most maintenance, I was like, well, I want the wash and goes. I want to wear the wash and goes. But then I began to realize that, you know what? This is my hair, 4C, whatever it be, and I still feel like it's beautiful, because this is who God, when He created me as a black woman, this is the hair that He created me with. And so I am so excited. I am so excited about who I am. So I actually, I embrace who I am. I embrace my curls. I may not be able to do the wash and go and get the same results that some of my other counterparts get, but I'm still happy because this is who God made me to be. So anyway, those of you who are thinking about going natural, those of you who are natural, just want to encourage you. Now I'm showing my curls here. Encourage you to just go forth and be strong. And I am wearing my mini, teeny, weedy fro, because I thought about it, and I was like, I'm not saying that I will never wear weaves again, because I'm sure I will, but this is who I am.